Test, test, test. Test, test. Hey everyone, welcome back to COİN, our next live stream aired at this late hour. I welcome you all from all around the world, from all corners of the world. I see we have a lot of people from United States, Asia, Europe and other countries, South America, also Africa. Therefore we have very large geography of viewers. So I thank you all for joining today. Today's live stream, as you can see, features the 1965 Washington quarter. As you can see from the cover thumbnail as well. Today we will talk about super valuable variety, error variety, and we will check out we will find out how to determine whether your 1965 quarter is rare and valuable. I'll give you several tips about it, on how to locate them, on how to determine whether it is the same variety, sought after variety. Also, we will check out other US coins sold for a lot of money, and I will showcase here my circulated coins as well. I also have here 1965. We will try to verify whether this is error or just an ordinary pocket change minted in 1965, a transitional year in US coinage. Our email is available for sending your coin picks. Last stream, several of our viewers sent their coin picks. They think that they're rare, but we will find out together. I didn't examine them, just saved them for this live stream, so it would be natural and more interesting this way. Also, Skype is available for live video chat. We appreciate your expertise. If you are expert in coin numismatics and all, that would be interesting conversation during the live stream, if you are not shy to join. Okay, let me check comments first. So Kevin Hawthorne, good evening from Lakeland, Florida. Good evening, sir. Hello from Kentucky, blue and red rose. Thanks for joining. I have 1970 bicentennial Eisenhower uncirculated dollar, and it is in a plastic case with barcode. How can I tell if it is worthy any money? Just send your coin picture or video footage of it to email shown on the top of the screen. We can analyze it during the live stream, no problem. But if it is actual authenticated, actually certified slab, a coin in a PCGS slab or NGC slab, it should bear the grade of the coin, actual grade of the coin. That will tell a lot of thing about the coin, whether it is valuable and sought after. Okay, so email is available. You can send your coin pick. We can check your IC dollar and see whether it is a rare one. Anna Ramirez, hello from Los Angeles. Hello, thank you for joining today. So let's check first inbox and then go to our 1965 quarter and other quarters. As you can see, I also have here 1965 quarter, and one to the side of the screen is highly sought after, a valuable variety, not a ordinary coin pocket change for you, and we will find out why. First, let's check email from you. We have several. Let me distance it from myself. This microphone already bugging me. Okay, general stationers. I don't know whether it's company name or whatever. Let's check. USA 1 cent penny 2002. Let's read. Excuse me, would you tell me about 2002 penny? I want to sell. How to proceed it? Oh my god, this is... Please guys, don't send such kind of pictures. It's... Even from this distance, it is a blurry picture. I don't know whether you are using old phone or smartphone or what. It's too bad. I can't tell anything about it. But nevertheless, 2002 is just a mere pocket change. It is. It was struck in with massive mintage, so it will not be valuable coin. If you try to sell it, it will be just worth face value. And if it is in uncirculated gem condition, maybe several dollars more than its face value, maybe. But I don't think, even if you, maybe if you have MS69, MS68 plus, something like that, and it is certified by respectable, prestigious grading services like PCGS, NGC, or ANX, maybe that way it will bring some premium. But nevertheless, I don't think it will be worth more than maybe several $100 at the topest grade available. If it will attain that grade during the grading process. But it's hard to tell from this picture, so please send more accurate, high definition pictures. I don't know whether this is a picture from 1990s. Even in 1990s, pictures had more qualities than that. Please guys, be more attentive when I say to send more high definition pictures. Okay, Sheena's story. Dear Farhad, I trust you're well and enjoying your day. Thank you. I refer to your tube video from this morning where I was encouraged to forward you the photos of my pennies. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Kind regards. So thank you, Sheena, sending your coin pics. Let's see. We have here some 1979 penny with slightly off-center struck. It has broad rim, as you can see, but nevertheless it's not, as I told in my previous live streams, one of my previous live streams, that errors related to die disalignment or misalignment. Excuse for my English, I'm not that good in English. Such problems, such errors related to die misalignment, off-center striking, broad struck rims are not that valuable unless they are showing significant off-centering, maybe 10%, at least it must be 10% to bring some premiums. But never even 10% won't bring you premiums. It must be massive. Off-centering must be massive. For instance, these sides should be blank, like ecliptic blank here, and for example the Lincoln's head and In God We Trust should be here. Then only then it can bring some premiums. But yes, such coins with massive off-centering brings premiums. So let's check one for ourselves. Let's check for heritage auctions. I recently saw one off-center error penny sold for a lot of money. Let me see. Let's check errors. One moment, please. Let's see. Let me use some filters to go to error coins. They have massive archive with hundreds of thousand coins sold. They are the best coin related website, I think, that are updated daily maybe, and mostly their oral information are accurate. Okay, let's see. We need off-center error. Off-center. Off-center is written with dash or without dash. I forgot. No, I think it's without dash. And it is with space between off and center. Now let's go to, for instance, we need a penny. Lincoln. So now I will show you as well from the pictures. Just let me find one. So we should see for ourselves. Let's type in Lincoln. Maybe it's out of center. Let's go to most recent. I checked most highest price, therefore I couldn't find one. Now we go to cents. But here we have here several off-center struck coins, but they're mostly from early dates, key dates. Therefore, it won't be fair as related to this 1979. So we need to find something relatively modern to tell you. Maybe then let's check date range as well. Let's say from 1960s onward. From 1960s onward with off-center strike. Here we have one. Okay. So I will show you now. It's from 1961. You see, even with such a massive off-center struck coin, off-center striking, let me go to, so this is 65% off-center. You see, the massive part, significant size amount of the coin. The surfaces are blank due to off-center striking. The most part of Lincoln sand was struck to the void. Therefore, we have just partial figure of Abraham Lincoln, and the motto "In God We Trust, Liberty" is absent due to off-center striking. So even with such huge, massive 65% of center strike, it is worth just $149. So now I think you got answer for why this 1979 cent is not that valuable, just maybe a few cents over its face value, and it is also in obviously circulated condition with several large distractions. These several back marks, contact marks. And let's check backside as well. Maybe something we have in backside. No, just ordinary cent. Here we have some kind of doubling, but I'm not sure. The column looks like it's doubled, or I don't know. Maybe it's double die reverse. Let me check whether there was double die reverse variety in 1979. 1979 DDR cent. But we should look for a major variety. No, there is no major variety in 1979 for Lincoln cent. Therefore, it must be some kind of mechanical doubling or something. It's hard to tell from that picture. So no major varieties except the varieties related to toning. Brown, red, brown, and red. We don't have error varieties, so it's not. I don't think it's DDR cent. So nevertheless, thank you for sending the coin. Oh, you have another coin as well. Let's check that one as well. Enclosed find pics of my 1986 Lincoln D mint mark penny. Let me know what you think. This one is obviously uncirculated, but due to lightning, I'm not sure whether it's brown or red brown. It obviously have some luster, but background lighting, it is therefore I always recommend to taking your pictures during the daytime and under the window or close to the window, so daylight pass through sufficient. You should have enough daylight, so it's easy to spot the actual toning of the coin. It's here hard to tell whether it's red or red brown, but I think it's brown. Let's check backside as well. Yeah, it's brown. We only have some traces of red original mint luster, you see, on selected areas, so it's massively, most part of it is brown, but you see, even the surfaces are very nice, but again, it's without zooming. I can't. It doesn't provide me zooming in further, so it's hard to read these fields to check whether this is polished coin or actual uncirculated gem, because it's very beautiful. It has very beautiful appealing for 1986 D penny. Nevertheless, even it is polished, I'm not sure, I can't tell, but even in that condition, it is free of large distractions. Facial part, as far as I can tell, is clear of large distractions, patinations as well. Okay, but backside is obviously struck by weak die. It was weakly struck by a overused die, because it's not that sharply struck, and the monument of the president is not visible at all. It's just a smatter, no structure here. It's very poorly struck. It could be result of strike through error. It was struck through grease, therefore maybe it has such weak motifs, and it has some tarnish here, and around the rims we see some bits of luster, original luster, faded luster, some redness, original red, copper red. But when from the seeing this obverse side, comparing obverse side and reverse side, it seems like it is theirs different coins or something, I don't know. This is perfect, almost perfect for a brown coin, but this side is poorly struck, very poorly struck, like in the case of 1922, which year it was, yeah, I think 1922, when the obverse was very poorly struck by over polished die, where the dement mark was so polished that it's almost shadowy or weak or not visible at all, but the backside was sharply struck. But I don't know what happened here. 1986. So let's check 1986 D. We should look for brown. Let's check PCGS. One moment. Peace be upon you. Hello brother, first and foremost thank you for this wonderful video. I have one like this coin, same year, 1965. I hope you can help me in selling it, and thank you very much. Thank you for joining. Welcome. I can't read Arabic or Farsi. I don't know whether it's Farsi or Arabic. I can't tell. I can't read your name, but thanks for joining. But again, we don't sell or buy coins. We used to have a platform where we provided a ground for buyers and sellers meeting each other and negotiating, but we didn't interfere to their dealings. We just provided the grounds for their selling and buying coins. But now we don't have it no more. The project is closed, and therefore you can only showcase your coins, I guess, and it's the best option is eBay or Amazon. So I can't do anything about it. I can know how to sell, and in my country we can't even get coins from, it's forbidden to get buy coins via import coins via postal services, so I don't have other options. I can only buy on from local coin shops in my country. So even in, so we have here brown. Let's take this one. It's more as if compared, it's more likely. It is more resembling to coin sent by viewer in terms of toning. So here we have, what's the MS63 brown, excuse me. So even auction record is $285. So the brown coins are not that valuable, obviously. You see, even PCGs don't have Price guide for brown coins. Let's check NGC then. 1965. Because for modern pennies, no one sent pennies for grading. Maybe just very few people send their pennies when they are in brown condition, and when the date is not key date and it has massive mintage, it's worth, it's useless sending such coins to grading. It's waste of money and waste of time, I think, unless it have something unique, special about it, some error or something like that. Let's check NGC and continue our exploration. Okay. We need brown. Brown. So let's say it was MS60, but it's again hard to tell because obverse is quite different. Maybe it was optical illusion that from that angle. Therefore, I tell everybody to send coin pics accompanied with the footage of the coin, so we can look at it from different angles and we don't have optical deceivement, or how they call it, optical something. I don't know what's correct word in English, but so the optics don't lie. We see the actual the toning, actual surfaces of the coin. So loss of pixels can deceive an expert or those person who examine the coins. So let's say even in MS60 condition, it's just worth 10 cents. Let's even presume that it is MS63, and even in that condition, just 75 cents, nothing more. So for brown coin, even the highest grade available is $7.50. Just you do the math and see why. Is it worth sending to coin grading or not? So even in superb gem condition, for with a brown toning, it is just worth $7.50 according to NGC price guide. Can't read email, it's too small. Can't read email, it's too small. Which email? So we also did with that. So, oh, another coin was sent here. Okay, we will check it as later as well. Can you help me for I have rare coins. Okay, but there is no attachment here. I don't see attachment. Kashif Ali, thanks for sending the letter, but it's empty. We don't have anything here, no pictures. Misty and Glass, authenticated, brilliant, uncirculated Eisenhower dollar. But why it doesn't have a grade? BA 170040. Do you know which grading company it is? It doesn't have any information on it. First time seeing such slab. Is it a fake slab or what? Because it says it's authenticated, but we don't have a grade here. It hasn't been graded. Where's the picture of reverse side? We don't have. You didn't send picture of reverse side. And it is again a blurry, a meshy picture, a mushy. But even from this slab, I think it is doesn't have too many distractions. Maybe some in these parts, these areas, but it's hard to tell whether it's on the window of the plastic or the actual coin itself. So I am first time seeing where did you purchase this coin? So how come you don't have information about this coin if you bought it from someone? Or didn't you ask how come it doesn't have a grade on it? And where we should check the serial number? I must confess, I'm first time seeing this kind of slab. On eBay there are a lot of slabs from third companies and some fake slabs, but I only recommend PCGS, ANX and NGC. First PCGS and NGC and the third ANX. And I think there is also one newly CAC also started, I think, producing their own slabs, providing their own slabs. I think that's fourth prestigious company. So bicentennial dollars, is it Philadelphia or San Francisco? I guess it's Philadelphia. So let's presume it's uncirculated. Again, it's hard to tell from this picture. I don't know whether these are on slab or we obviously have some scratch here. Okay, these are obviously from slab, but these are tricky, these ticks. This is obvious, this is also from slab. This slightly radial shape line. But we don't also have, always when sending the coin pics, please send backside, picture of backside as well. Let's check, nevertheless, let's check 1976 bicentennial from Philadelphia, Eisenhower dollar. So yes, it have two types. And again, for determining the type 1 or type 2, we should have the picture of reverse side, because only by checking reverse side you can tell whether it is type 1 with thick letters or type 2 with thin letters, which is, let me zoom in, let me download this picture for more. One moment. So to tell the difference, you can also check it for yourself. From the backside picture, you see here we have a thin letter. It is called type 2, where S is thin, and it has normal serif, normal font, standard. But here, see where the type 1 with thick letter, we have a very peculiar and sharp shape of the S. It's resembling a snake or goose. See, it has very sharp tip. So that's how to determine type 1, to distinguish type 1 from type 2. Type 2 is thin letter, type 1 is thick letter. And also it's also obvious from the overall, all other lettering as well. All letters are thick as compared to this one. Okay. So let's presume yours is type 1. So I don't think it will fit, it will reach anything above MS63, because we have the obvious, even it is graded, even if it was graded as uncirculated, it won't pass the MS63 grade. I don't think so. So the price guide is something, let's say between 10, no, what's between, let's check, 60, between $8 and $16. And here we have some actual listings of sales: $7, $16, $9, $21, $16. So if it, unless it's superb gem, unless it has some valuable variety, it's a rare error or variety, it is worth just something between $8 and $13. And I'm not sure whether your coin is actual slab graded, authenticated, because it doesn't bear the company's name and the actual grade. So, but MS66 would be fine. You see the population drop from MS65. Here is massive, 903 submissions. Then here we have 66, and price surged from $120 to $1,900. But again, this is just guiding price. Sometimes it reached even higher. For instance, in 2019, one specimen in MS66 grade, let's check this out as well, was sold for $3,360. But again, you see, this what a beautiful gem with a rusty amber toning and some little bit iridescence, slight iridescence, lemon lime tones here. So this one was sold for $3,360 in 2019. But again, this is MS66. I'm not sure your coin reached that level. It's obviously lower mint state or higher circulated grade. But again, we don't have actual grade here and name of the company. So this is, therefore it's hard to tell. So bear in mind that something between $8 and $13, if it is even uncirculated condition. Tere Pardo soy de Colombia vendo. Sorry, friend. I can't understand Spanish. But welcome. Thank you for joining. If it's possible, if you understand me, please use Google Translate or some app. It's easy. It's 21st century, and you have ChatGPT. It's easy to translate and send it in English, your comment. But again, thanks for joining. Now let's go back to our coin. I think we finished all inbox letters. Again, during the live stream, it's available. You can send your coin pics. We can discuss them here. Okay, let's go to our coins. So, as I told you before, the 1965 is not a key date, but it's important date, as US Mint shifted to transition to copper nickel alloy from silver, especially for dime and quarter dollar. Yeah, we covered the dime the issue with time, why it is rare. Some examples are rare. Struck in 1965, and today we'll talk about 1965 Washington quarters, what makes some of them so coveted and valuable. So in 1965 they shifted to copper nickel clad sandwich formation with copper nickel core and outer layers. So it has inner part and outer parts, therefore it's called sandwich formation. Some coins, some 1965 coins that were struck on a planchets that were intended for a silver coins of 1964. So they were preserved in tot bins, and it mixed with current copper nickel planchets, and they were struck by mistake on a silver planchet. Therefore, those 1965 silver quarters are considered errors, highly coveted errors, and due to content and the error itself, they are worth thousands of dollars even in circulated condition. So there is two major way of telling this, the difference between ordinary pocket change of 1965 and the highly valuable silver 1965. So first, as always, check edge. If you have this copper red stripe, you see obvious fading here because it hasn't been preserved properly, and copper turned brown, totally brown. But if you have uncirculated, you will have a copper red stripe here on the edge. And if you have this, it means that you have ordinary pocket change, just a copper nickel Washington quarter may be not valuable due to its being ordinary pocket change. But when you don't have this stripe, copper red stripe, and it is also silver gray or nickel gray like in here, the same toning, and reeds are also silvery gray, then you have a silver coin, an error. But again, it must bear the date of 1965. And a second way of checking it is weighing it on the scale, digital scale. Now let's check out the nominal weight for copper nickel clad of 1965 and pre-1965 silver quarter. Let's see. Let's go to PCGS. One moment. 1965 Washington quarter. PCGS. So in 1965 also we had some one major variety known as SMS, which stands for special mint set. They came in special mint sets and was something between proof and circulation coins. Therefore they are very sharply struck. Okay, maybe we will talk about some later. So the metal composition, as I told, was 75% copper, 25% nickel over a pure copper center. So center layer, it is pure copper, and outer layer is copper nickel. So the weight nominal weight of the copper nickel clad quarter is 567 grams. So this one I'm holding is just an ordinary issue, 1965 Washington quarter, worst face value, and it is weighing 567 maybe, due to where it can have some slight differences in weight, but nominal is 567. But when we go to, let's say, this coin, let's see how much is weight. It's not shown here. Let's check this one. Okay, first let's go to 64 then. You will know from there, 1964 Washington quarter. CGS. So now let me also I said there are two options for distinguishing between them, and third, it's not an option but it can be another criteria, the toning. As you can see, silvery coins are mostly sensitive to toning, and most silver coins have toning even when they are in uncirculated condition. So another criteria is toning. If you have 1965, it's 80-90% likely that it will have toning on its either side. So the weight obviously is much higher, 630. What happened here? One moment, let me fix my camera. Let me zoom back in. So 1960, oh my god, again this problem. So I have a last live stream or previous one live stream before the last, we had the same issue. Somehow error happened, some technical error, and after restoring it I had problem with focusing, and the same stuff, same thing here. Too bad. Nevertheless, so for weight, if you have doubts about your 1965 Washington quarter, another variant is checking the weight. So silver should be something around 630, and simple ordinary copper nickel clad will be 567 or something around it. So there is 1 gram, nearly 1 gram difference. So this is another way of telling whether your coin is valuable silver or ordinary copper nickel quarter. Let me reinstall, reset it again, because obviously we have a problem here. It's too bad, the focusing is ridiculous. Let me reset it, one moment. Just let me read email comments from you. Nothing yet. Okay. Later I will check email as well. One moment, please. I think it's better now. Yeah, it's better, much better now. Let's see. Yeah, it's much better now. Yes, focusing issue is solved. Now let's even check, we can check it in large screen. Let's examine it and then move on with another coin. I have other quarters here as well. So obviously it is circulated, and we already determined that it's not silver, so it's just an ordinary pocket change, circulated specimen with a medium wear on high points. Obviously the hair part of the Washington bust is rubbed, and it is circulation rub, and it comes also with strike softness. All letterings are readable. Lettering, I don't know why they call lettering in single, not plural. I always confuse it. We have some upper letterings are a little bit touching to the rims, and some slightly expanding towards the rims. We have numerous contact marks, but they are not that large. We have one spot here, seaweed, light green, seaweed, olive green toned. So we talked about the edge, the copper. I have again focusing issues here. The copper red is long gone. It's brown, turned totally brown, and reeds are worn as well. So backside of the coin is struck by used dye, not overused, but you know, it's not that good as well. We have obvious loss of motifs, especially on chest part. On chest we don't see the feathers, tiny details that are available on freshly struck quarters and uncirculated gems. And the letterings are not that sharp. Here we have also in the United, letters are some kind of combining with ream. But overall we don't have large distractions here. It's not that bad condition for circulated coin, so it's in extremely fine condition. Low maybe XF 45. So nevertheless it's not that valuable, maybe just few cents worse over its face value. And it is not a silver, just a copper nickel clad. Okay. Barbaro Giovanni Campos Machado. Please guys send thanks for joining, hello, but please send comment in English, please. I can't understand Spanish or other languages. I understand only English, Russian and Turkish, other than my native language of Azerbaijani. Okay. Let's see. So what else we have here? So we're finished with that. There's several quarters dollars, statehood quarters. Let me go back to large screen. I'm just showcasing. I will not go into depths, just showcasing. So this one is 2001 statehood quarter featuring North Carolina. Here's a date of admission to States Union. It depicts the first flight. I think which brothers? I forgot the name of brothers who invented the plane. Wright brothers or something. Sorry if I'm wrong. I apologize if I'm wrong. I think it's Wright brothers, yes. So obviously circulated coin, but with strong traces of luster. And look at the beauty of the modern Washington quarters were beautifully struck, and even in circulated condition you see very sharp definition on hair motifs on most specimens, even in those with dirt and heavy damage. You always see a sharp strike. This is what I love about modern Washington quarters. This one is South Carolina 2000 state quarter. One moment, please. Yeah. P mint mark, meaning it was struck in Philadelphia. Obviously it has several distractions and large ones. And contact marks, overall contact marks are numerous, but the eye appeal is not that bad, and it is shiny and very reflective and sharply struck, though. Palmetto State. What else we have here? So we have 2015 It's, I think, New York. Is it the America Beautiful series or what? Saratoga. Let me check this one. I think it's from America's a Beautiful series. Let me check. 2015. Saratoga. Yeah, it's America's a Beautiful quarter featuring Saratoga National Historical Park. For a moment I hesitated because normally you see the depiction of national parks of US in the reverse design, because America the Beautiful mostly features the parks and national geographical heritage symbols. So this one is also in circulated condition, and obviously we have here finger marks, numerous scratches, but again it's very shiny, and you see the distractions are very minimal in terms of contact marks. Just one bag mark on the cheek, and nothing else. I don't spot any other large contact marks here. Let's check backside. Same on the backside, just one nick here on the hand. British surrender. Oh, so that symbolizes the British Army surrendering to United States. Yeah, 1976. 1776 is Independence Date, if I'm not mistaken, and this is surrender date, British surrender. So if you are from United States and you know the history, you can't comment. I'm not American, I don't know your history that well. So another beautiful, I love this design. This Statute Quarter, Connecticut, 1999. It has very beautiful, what tree? Oak, is it oak? Bravo to person who engraved this coin or who designed this design. Very beautiful. There's so many device elements. It needs a lot of work when doing this kind of design. Very enchanting design. So again, reeds are brown, stripe is brown, and obvious circulation traces. Numerous contact marks, bag marks, large gouge here, vertical gouge. And here we have very unpleasant patination here in front of mouse of the president, and one abrasion, slanting abrasion, obvious post-mint abrasion, circulation of abrasion. But you see the luster is preserved, and we have some slight cartwheel effect. New Mexico, 2008. Also beautiful design. Okay, let's check. Nothing, no comments from you. Now let's check inbox as well. Also, Misty and Glass sent another picture. Yeah, that's much better. Yeah, but I don't think it's mint state. It's obviously it has obvious circulation marks, too many abrasions, contact marks. So we already told the approximate value of a coin, something between $8 and $13 if it is again, but I doubt this is not mint. I don't think this is mint state. It has too many obvious contact marks. If we exclude the bag marks, but these are obvious circulation strikes. Excuse me. But thank you for this. This picture was brilliant. An ideal picture for examining coin. So bravo to you and thank you very much. Oh, and it is D. Therefore I said it's from Denver. But we were looking for a Philadelphia. So let's recheck it. We should be precise. 1976 D. Bicentennial. Eisenhower Gold. Now let's check NGC. And you didn't send reverse picture, so we can determine whether it's type 1 or type 2. Oh, so the D type 1 is valuable, much valuable than the Philadelphia issue. Let's presume it is AU55, something between AU55 and MS65, but nevertheless, again, here we have $1.15 and $5, something between this range. So these are approximate grades. So in order to bring some premiums, it should be sorry, let's go back. It should be at least MS66 grade, but it's not likely that your coin is MS66. In no way it can be. There's too many obvious contact marks. So let's presume even it was MS66, it will bring $100 from sale approximately, you see, because listings show even some less amounts, $79, $74, but here we have also one $258 at Heritage Auctions. So for getting premiums, it should be at least MS66. So you see that it has massive difference in terms of price, in terms of value when it comes MS6530 and MS6600. You see it's big difference. Say for anything grading less than MS66 is not worth selling at all. But again, it's just type 1. We don't know your reverse design, which reverse you have. He didn't send this time as well the reverse picture. Okay, thank you. Let's go. So now let's check the valuable specimens. So I talked about 1965 Washington quarter. Where's my 1965? One moment. 1965, where are you? So here we have. So we talked about how to distinguish between the valuable 1965 and ordinary 1965. Now let's check several super valuable specimens sold for a lot of money. So let's start with circulated specimen. So as I mentioned before, even circulated specimens with wrong planchet error still struck in silver planchet, unintended for 1965. In 1965, as I told, it should be struck on a copper nickel clad, but somehow Mint did a slip up. Mint workers did slip up and didn't check the tot pins, or somehow it managed to get in between the dies, and it was struck on a silver planchet. So even in circulated condition, these coins are worth a lot of money. Let's take this one. Let me just duplicate it to read information about it as well. Okay, so this is 1965 Washington quarter, graded as XF45 by PCGS. XF fit means extremely fine by Sheldon scale, and the numerical grade is 45. So it is average circulated condition, we can say. As you can see, it has obvious circulation wear and some patination, some tarnish, and strike softness as well, and numerous contact marks and ticks. So this is an error coin struck on a silver planchet, a rare transitional planchet error similar to the 1943 copper cent or 1977 DX struck on a silver clad planchets. Let's check backside as well. Silver quarters dated 1964 and clad quarters dated 1965 were both struck during the 1965, and inevitably a 90% silver planchet apparently lodged within a bean that was later filled with clad planchets destined for 1965 dated dies. These pieces circulated for a while before a sharp-eyed collector noted that the edge did not reveal any clad layers. So as I told before, first you should check the edge to determine whether your coin is copper clad or silver, rare silver issue. So this coin, even in circulated condition, fetched incredible amount, $9,300 in 2022. This one is just a circulated specimen, and imagine how big premium was even in circulated condition. And now let's see uncirculated gem. And it is not even, it is not a gem, it is just MS62. But now I will tell you the difference. Even several grades, it makes a difference in terms of price. because it's highly coveted error coin. One moment, please. So this one was graded MS62. Also by PCGS, a transitional error struck on the leftover silver planchet from 1964. Errors of this type are rare. This piece is satiny with ivory white luster and minimal aberrations for the grade. It has some toning. Slight strike softness is seen on the finer details of Washington portrait. So obviously on the head part, the hair motifs are lost due to dye weakly struck, as it was weakly struck by a used dye. Okay, so this MS62 specimen was sold for $16,800. Let me show you here. On December 15th, 2022, it was sold for $16,800. It's worth a lot of money. Okay guys, I think we can wrap up today's episode. Thanks for joining. Please, before you jump to another video on YouTube, continue your YouTube journey, please don't hesitate to press thumbs up, give it a thumbs up, comment, like and share if possible. We would appreciate that. And as always, our email is available for your coin picks. If you presume you have a rare coin, send your coin picks. We see what we can do about them, and we can evaluate them during the live stream, and we can showcase your coins here as well if you think you have truly rare coins. Thanks for joining. Please keep following us.